Welcome back to the channel, fellow Port Charles addicts. It is a wild Wednesday in the soap universe, and we are absolutely buzzing because the July sweeps preview just dropped and it is completely unhinged. Grab your coffee or your wine because we have a lot to unpack today. I cannot believe they are doing this to Brooke Lynn again. I mean, seriously, are we just throwing years of character development straight into the garbage disposal? I am typing this so fast my keyboard might actually catch fire, but we need to talk about Brooklyn Quartermain and this absolutely idiotic plan to frame Willow Kane for fleeing Jordan Ashford's car crash. Like, what is the thought process here? I know some people are loving this villainous turn, but personally, I am just exhausted. We finally got Brooke Lynn and Harrison Chase to a good place, they are navigating their marriage, and now she decides to pull a stunt like this? And to use Brick to manipulate Willow's GPS? It is so dumb. Chase is literally a police officer. He is gonna find out. He always finds out. Remember when she lied about Bailey being her baby? Chase was furious when the truth came out, even though it was to protect the baby from Peter August. But this isn't protecting anyone. This is pure, selfish self-preservation, and it is going to destroy her marriage. I just want to shake her. Why didn't she just go to Chase in the first place and say, hey, I accidentally left the scene of the crash, I panicked. He would have helped her. He loves her. But no, she has to go full Quartermain and hire Brick to hack GPS signals. It's exhausting. And let's look at Willow for a second. I'm sorry, but Willow is already dealing with so much chaos. She is legally married to Drew, who is locked in and secretly implicating her to the cops just to be vindictive. Michael is off living his life, dating Jacinda, completely divorced from this specific Willow marital drama, and now Willow has to deal with Brooke Lynn trying to send her to prison? It's just too much. I've been watching since 2015, and this is honestly one of the most frustrating setups they've done. Remember when they tried to make Brooke Lynn this ruthless corporate shark who would step on anyone? Yeah. Didn't work then either. Because at her core, Brooke Lynn has a heart. But fear makes people do stupid things, and she is terrified of losing everything if the truth about her leaving the scene of the crash comes out. Can you imagine the sheer panic Willow is going to feel when fake evidence puts her at the scene of the crime? She is going to run straight to Chase for help, which is only going to make Brooke Lynn more jealous and more desperate. It is a vicious cycle, and honestly, part of me feels bad for Willow. Yes, she has made mistakes, but she doesn't deserve to go to prison for something Brooke Lynn did. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about Giovanni Gio Palmieri being dragged into this mess. Gio is supposed to be this sweet, talented musician, right? He's participating in Trina Robinson's massive music showcase, which is a huge deal, and it brings him this brand new musical opportunity of his own. Good for him. But of course, he starts bonding with Brooke Lynn, and you just know that this is going to blow up in her face. Brooke Lynn's connection with Gio is going to take a massive hit once her lies start to unravel, because Gio isn't going to stand for someone framing an innocent woman. When Brooke Lynn's frame-up plot inevitably crashes and burns because we all know it's doomed, she is going to have to make the mother of all confessions to Chase. I am dreading it, but I am also weirdly here for the acting reel we are about to get from both of them. Amanda Setton and Josh Swickard are going to act the house down when this secret explodes. And Gio? Poor Gio. He is going to feel so betrayed. He looks up to Brooke Lynn, he trusts her, and finding out she is capable of framing someone is going to shatter that illusion. I just hope this doesn't ruin his music career before it even really starts. Okay, back to the point. Can we talk about Trina Robinson for a second? My girl Trina is finally putting herself first. She's officially ignoring her warring parents, Curtis and Portia, and focusing entirely on her music career showcase. This is what we want. We want Trina thriving, performing in front of influential music honchos, and just living her best life. She has been through so much trauma over the last few years, she deserves a massive win. The showcase sounds like it's going to be this beautiful, triumphant moment for her and Gio. I can already picture the set design, the lighting, the music. Trina has worked so hard for this. She has dealt with Esme's terror, Spencer's tragic loss, her paternity drama, and now she is finally stepping into her own light. She is telling Curtis and Portia, no, your drama is not my drama. That is growth. That is what a strong, independent young woman looks like. But no, because the GH writers refuse to let Trina be happy for more than 5 minutes. Spoilers are saying that Trina is going to become the victim of some unwanted attention following her music showcase. A stalker storyline? Are you kidding me right now? Hasn't she suffered enough? I am so protective of this character. I swear, if this stalker puts a single scratch on her, I am rioting. And to make matters even more complicated, Kai Taylor's former friend, Quinn, is popping back up. Look, Quinn is supposed to try making amends with Kai and Trina for his past behavior, but I don't trust him. Am I the only one who thinks Quinn's timing is highly suspicious? Could he be the stalker? Or is that too obvious? Sometimes I contradict myself because I get so worked up trying to predict these twists, but my gut says Quinn is bad news. Or maybe it's some random obsessed fan from the music industry. Either way, Trina needs a bodyguard. Where is Brick when you need him? Oh wait, he's busy hacking Willow's GPS for Brooklyn. Seriously, Port Charles security is a joke. I just want Trina to have a sweeping, epic romance that doesn't involve trauma, grief, or stalkers. Is that too much to ask? And while Trina is dealing with all of that, her parents are in a literal tailspin. Portia is pregnant, stressed to the max, and fighting with everyone. Spoilers say Portia is going to go into labor after a heated confrontation. A heated confrontation. Who is she fighting with? Jordan? Isaiah? Curtis? Whoever it is, it sends her into early labor, and I am terrified for her. We know Isaiah Gannon might be the one forced to deliver the baby if she can't get to General Hospital in time. The drama of it all. I mean, Isaiah is currently suing Curtis. Imagine the man who is trying to send your husband to prison having to deliver your baby. You literally cannot write this stuff anywhere but daytime TV. Portia has been on the edge for months. Her anxiety has been through the roof. And this confrontation is going to be the breaking point. I just pray the baby is okay. Speaking of Curtis, he has the most impossible choice to make in the coming weeks. He has to contemplate a plea deal. If he takes it, it means a short prison sentence. If he doesn't, and he risks going to trial against Isaiah, he could face a much longer sentence. I honestly don't know what he should do. Alexis Davis is his lawyer, and she's brilliant, but Isaiah is out for blood. Curtis has made so many bad decisions lately, but going to prison would destroy his family. The only silver lining here is that the new baby's arrival is going to bring Marshall Ashford back to town. Yes, we need Marshall back to catch up with Stella Henry and bring some sense to this family. Marshall always grounds them, and they desperately need grounding right now. I missed Marshall's hat, his wisdom, his clarinet. He needs to sit Curtis down and talk some sense into him. If Curtis goes to trial and loses, he is gone for years. Is his pride really worth losing his newborn baby's first years? Take the plea deal, Curtis. Swallow your pride. Let's pivot to something a little more fun, because I need a breather. Tracy Quartermaine and Lucy Coe. The ultimate feud. They are going to war over deception control, and I am sitting here with my popcorn ready. These two have so much history, and when they go at it, it is absolute gold. But the best part? Serena Baldwin is returning. I screamed when I read that. Serena Baldwin coming back to Port Charles to get tangled up in the corporate action? It is about time they brought back more legacy characters. Serena has so much potential, and throwing her into the mix with Tracy and Lucy is going to be iconic. I am so here for it. Serena has ties to Scotty, to Lucy, to everyone. I hope she comes in and just completely upends the deception board. Maybe she'll side with Tracy just to spite Lucy. The fashion, the snark, the boardroom screaming matches, this is the classic GH camp that I live for. Now, let's talk about the main event. July 13th, the 16,000th episode of General Hospital. I am getting emotional just thinking about it. 16,000 episodes is an insane milestone, and they are pulling out all the stops. Jason Morgan is coming back. Steve Burton is splashing back down in Port Charles, and I am not ready. We know he took the fall for Rocco shooting Cullum, and he's been rotting in a WSB black site in Jakarta. When he comes back, he is going to be a changed man. His whole future is going to reflect that. I know some fans want the old Jason back, the mob enforcer who just does whatever Sonny says, but personally, I want this evolution. I want him to leave the mob. I want him to guide Danny. I want him to be his own man. The WSB prison in Jakarta sounds like absolute hell, and surviving that has to change a person's soul. I am so ready for Steve Burton to show us a new side of Jason. And as if Jason's return wasn't enough, the 16,000th episode is also going to feature the debut of a new character named Tristan Rogers. Wait, I know what you're thinking. Tristan Rogers is the actor who plays Robert Scorpio. But the spoilers specifically say the debut of a new character named Tristan Rogers. Is this a meta joke? Is it a long-lost relative? I am so confused, but so intrigued. And the new faces don't stop there. We are getting an older version of Scout Quartermaine, well, Scout Kane now this July. Kaden Brennan Tokarski is taking over as a permanent recast, aging the character up to a teenager. I am so ready for Teen Scout to start causing trouble. Plus, Troy Lennon Appel is making his debut as a businessman named Hudson on July 30. Who is Hudson? Is he connected to Deception? Elk? The WSB? Give me all the theories. It feels like GH is really building a new generation of characters while honoring the legacy ones, and I am totally on board. Okay, I need to take a deep breath because this next part breaks my heart. Cassius face on. The whole Nathan West is alive charade is finally over. He is exposed. Everyone knows he is Cesar Faison's other son, Nathan's twin, and that he swapped the DNA and cremated the real Nathan. It is sick, it is twisted, and it is brilliant soap opera writing. But the emotional toll, devastating. Cassius knows he needs to run, but he risks absolutely everything for a final farewell with James West. My heart cannot take it. James is going to have to lose his father all over again. Cassius actually grew to love that little boy, and saying goodbye is going to be his undoing. I bet this is how they catch him. He is going to linger too long at the batting cages with James, and the cops are going to swoop in. Or worse, Cullum's men are going to find him. It's a tragedy of Shakespearean proportions. And finally, the Windermere bloodbath. Ross Cullum's downfall is imminent, and I am throwing a party. This man has terrorized everyone for months. Jocelyn Jax is trapped on Spoon Island with Liesel Obrecht, and things are about to take a bloody turn. Jocelyn is not a damsel in distress. She is Carly's daughter. For crying out loud. Spoilers say Jocelyn could get some help from Carly, Lucas Jones, and maybe even Z, the head of the WSB himself. Carly and Lucas are breaking into the castle, and it is going to be absolute mayhem. Carly Spencer does not play around when it comes to her kids. She is going to tear that castle apart brick by brick to find Jocelyn. And Lucas being by her side? Yes. I love seeing the Spencer siblings team up. Lucas has been through hell with Jen Sidwell, and now he is channeling that trauma into being an action hero. I am predicting it right now. Jocelyn is the one who takes Cullum down. She is going to use that karate kick we've been hearing about, and literally drop him. Z is going to be blown away by her. Cullum is going to face a grisly outcome after trying to run with the Cold Fusion Project research. I mean, grisly outcome? That sounds like he is leaving in a body bag, and I am not shedding a single tear. Good riddance. The WSB needs a massive overhaul, and hopefully Z can clean up this mess. Although, knowing the WSB, Z is probably just as corrupt. But for now, let's just enjoy Cullum getting his face kicked in by a college student. So, to sum it all up, July sweeps are going to destroy us in the best way possible. We have Brooke Lynn's marriage hanging by a thread, Trina getting a stalker, Portia giving birth in the middle of a war zone, Tracy and Lucy fighting over lipstick and power, Jason returning as a changed man, and Jocelyn Jax turning into an action hero on Spoon Island. I am so emotionally invested in these people, it's not even funny. I complain because I care. You know? I just want my favorites to win and the villains to get what's coming to them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I need to know I am not the only one losing my mind over these spoilers. Let's hope July delivers on all this crazy potential.